Good morning everyone, this is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Century by James Sinclair. Why is this called Century? Because hopefully on the day you are seeing this video, Artisanal Sudoku Volume 100 will be being released. Now, if you open the link below, you may see a different cosmetic look to this puzzle because James has sent this to me a few weeks in advance so I can record this before I go on holidays so the video can come out on the day that Artisanal Sudoku 100 is being released. But I'm going to be away at that time and will been for a week. So yeah, it's very nice of James to have done that, but he's still working on the cosmetics, I believe. So if the link you open looks a little bit different, it will be the same puzzle. It's just may look a little bit different is my understanding. So thank you, James, for sending it to me and giving me a sneak preview of the Artisanal Sudoku 100 pack. I haven't even seen 99 yet because that hasn't been released. I definitely am a subscriber to Artisanal Sudoku. There will be a link to that below as well, which is 5 puzzles a week, which are just beautiful puzzles. They highlight Sudoku logic in a wonderful way. Artisanal Sudoku is a great title for it because it's what they are. And there's a lot of good things out there calling for the money. And I mean, I'm so blessed that people sort of send me these sneak previews and send me things that so I can do announcements, videos and stuff. But I am a member of all of these things, absolutely, because they're just so much fun. And yeah, I've got so much value of them. So go check out Artisanal Sudoku. It's another thing I cannot recommend enough. And I want to absolutely stress, all of this stuff has nothing to do with my channel. These aren't things that are happening around my channel. These are things that are happening in the community, and these people are nice enough. James Sinclair has been nice enough to let me do this. It has nothing to do with my channel. This is all on James. James is an amazing person and should be supported. So yeah, just go check it out. It is cheap and it is amazingly good value. So go have a look at that. But let's have a look at Century by James Sinclair. Now, I've not done a lot with Nabner lines, and this puzzle has Nabner lines in it. So of course, that's going to be interesting. But I mean, congratulations to James Sinclair on doing 100 Artisanal Sudoku. That's 500 puzzles, which is what makes it so a phenomenal value. I mean, if you were to go there and join up now, you get 500 really good puzzles. I mean, they're not all going to be amazing, but the ones I've done have varied between good, great, and stunning. You just can't go wrong. So yeah, just so many great puzzles out there. And the thing I love about them is I tend to be able to knock most of them out over a lunch break. It's so cool. So, you know, I'm finding these puzzles that just, you know, I can sit down for 30 minutes and I can do a puzzle. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Anyway, so what are the rules of Century by James Sinclair? Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Cages, digits cannot repeat along the indicated diagonals. So along these diagonals, that will also contain a set of the digits 1 to 9. Gold lines contain a non-repeating set of digits, sorry, I've missed a rule. So this is why I bullet point my rule, so I can see where I'm up to. Cages show their sums, and digits cannot repeat within a cage. So digits cannot repeat anyway because they're all within boxes, but these cage dominoes, the cages show the sum of the cells within them. Gold lines, now the gold lines are the bit where I think the cosmetic may get played with a little. These lines are sort of a little bit hidden behind the diagonals, but the gold lines can be seen here. The gold lines contain non-repeating set of digits, and no two digits on the same line can be consecutive regardless of their position on the line. So it would mean that because this is a 4-cell long line, those two digits couldn't be consecutive. Those two digits can't 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 be consecutive. Any two digits that you were to pick on this line could not be consecutive. So non-consecutive across the entire line. And on thermometers, digits increase from the bulb. So this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this. They're the rules of the puzzle. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, the killer cages are screaming at me because the only way to make 4 in 2 digits is 1, 3. The way I like to look at that logic, and I know people who know the cage sums will just go, this is boring explanation, but the minimum you can do is 1 and 2, which sums to 3. I have to increase one of those digits by 1. If I increase the 1, I'd end up with 2 2s, and I cannot repeat digits. So I have to increase the 2, meaning I'm at 1, 3. So these are 1, 3. Similarly, the 16, 8, 9 would be the maximum. I have to decrease one of them. I have to decrease the 8. These become 7, 9. So this is the thing that could not be 1, 3, 7, or 9. So, hang on, might be a little bit interesting because now 1, 3, the odd digits, hang on, except 5, must go on the Nabner lines on the diagonals, because that cannot be 1, 3, 7, or 9. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, or 5, because it sees a 1, 3 pair, and it sees a 7, 9 pair. But actually, I'm not sure about that. So that digit is that digit, which means it's in here. That digit is that digit, which means it's in here. So Nabner lines. If you put an even digit on a 4-cell Nabner line, it doesn't have to be 2, 4, 6, 8, because 2, 4, 6, 9 is still valid. 2, 4, 7, 9 is still valid. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on here. Now, you can never put 1, 3, 7, or 9 in the corners either. That can't be 1, 3, 7, or 9. That can't be 1, 3. So these are all 2, 4, 5, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 5. Right, and they must be 4 different digits because they all see each other, either in the row, the column, or on the diagonal. So, and that is a 2... That cell sees all 4. That cell sees all 4. That sees that in the column, that in the row, and those 2 on the diagonal. That sees that in the column. So these are 5 distinct digits. Oh, that's clever. So this is... Yeah, each of the corners, because this is still fully symmetrical, each of these corners sees all of these other ones, either on the diagonal, in the row, or in the column. So one of these is a 2, one of them is a 4, one of them is a 5, one of them is a 6, and one of them is an 8. That's fascinating. How does that work? There's going to be something going on here, and I'm not sure what it is yet, but it is going to be important because that's way too elegant to be accidental, or even not accidental to be not important. Incidental is probably the word I was looking for. So if we put 8 on this line, 7 and 9 becomes not possible. So the next digit would have to be 6. Then 5 becomes impossible. So the next digit would have to be 4. And then 3 becomes impossible. So if I put 8 on a line, but I could just jump. I could go 8, 6, 4, and then 1 or 2. So I have to put 7. I have to put 9 on one of these diagonals. Wherever I put the 9, the 8 isn't. But, ooh, I have to put 2. Actually, I have to put 1 on the diagonal as well. And I have to put 1 on each of the diagonals. hang on, I have to put 1. Where does 1 go on this diagonal? I can't put 1 there because it sees the 1, 3. I can't put 1 partway along a thermo. I can't put 1 at the end of the thermo. I can't put 1 partway along a thermo. I can't put 1 partway along a thermo, and that's not a 1. That is a 1. So 2 is not on this Nabner line. Where is 9 on that diagonal? 9 is not in a corner. Oh, crikey. Why do I have check pencil mark turned on? I want that off. I want that gone. Where is 9 on this diagonal? I did see that. It did tell me about it, but I'm not going to re-record the video for it. I would get to it, but I'm going to keep exploring the thing that I was looking at. Where is 9? 9 can't go partway along a thermo. 9 is not in the corner because they're both seen by 9s. 9 is not partway along a thermo. 9 is not partway along a thermo. That's a 1, and that can't be a 9 because it sees a 7-9 pair. That is a 9. So now these become more limited. This can't be an 8 anymore, because if this is an 8, what is that digit? And this can't be a 2 either, because if this is a 2, what is that digit? So this is not 2 or 8. 2 and 8 must go in the corners, because these are 5 distinct digits. This is why artisanal is correct. These things are so beautifully crafted. But 1... So this 1 makes this 3, which makes this 1, which makes this 3, which makes this 1. 1 in this box now. No, I'm not sure that is the right place to look. So this is 4, 5, 6. So this... no, that's not... There's going to be more stuff like that. So 8 on this line, maybe. No, that's actually not as bad as I thought. But this 9 means this can't be 8. There's no thermo here, so that's interesting. Oh, I'm still not quite getting it. 3 is in one of those two. 7 and 9, well, hang on, this 9 makes this 7, which makes this 9, which makes this 7, which makes this 9. 7 is in one of those two, but it's not lower than 6. This is a 7. This is now the 3. That's very cool. That takes 6 and 8 off this Nabner line because they would both be consecutive with the 7. Now, oh, 8 is in one of those two. Now, whichever one of these lines gets an 8 can't have a 7 or a 9 on it. Now, if I put 8 here, that puts 7 in one of those two, but 7 couldn't be there. So if 8 was here, I couldn't put 7 on this line. I can't put 7 here. I can't put 7 here or here. This would be a 7 and this would be an 8. So those would be the 8s. But I'm not sure of a problem there. Now, 2 in this box is in one of those. I'm tempted to pencil mark this entire quad. Because 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is only 2, 4, or 5. Now, there's still something I'm missing about the nature of these Nabner lines. If I don't put 9 on this line, how does this line work? Because 7 would skip... If I don't put 9 on it, I don't have 9, 8, 7, or 6. So the next digit would be 5. I'd skip 4, I'd go to 3. If I don't put, if I don't put 9 on this line, this would have to go down by odd digits because I couldn't put 6, so the next digit would be 5. I couldn't put, so this would be 5, 3, and 1. Why would that be broken? Because then I'd have to put 9 and 8 on this line. If this doesn't have a 9 on it, if this doesn't have a 9 on it, then this line will have 9 and 8, and that doesn't work. So then, I'm starting to understand. These lines must alternate. Sort of. So now the 8 must be on this line. Because of this 7, the 8 is on this line. But I can't, well, it can't be there. So it's in one of those 3. And with the 8 there, the 7 goes here. And then I get some freedom because with the 7 here, the 6 could go in the middle, which would make that the 8. And then that the 8. Yeah, I'm still not getting it. There's something I've missed. There's something I've missed. 5, 6, 7, 8 go in there. No, not 7. 5, 6, 8. So this has a maximum of 8. This has a maximum of 7. This has a maximum of 6. This is a maximum of 5. This has a maximum of 4. So this is only 2, 4. Because it can't be 1 or 3. This is 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 8. That doesn't feel like it. Although I might be able to do the here. Same here. This is a maximum of 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 5. No, this one is less restricted, maximum 4. And this one could be almost anything. Because this could be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this could be 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 on this line is here or here. No, 2's not here. Because it would be consecutive with 1. So where is 2 on this diagonal? It's not on this Nabner line. It's not here. It's not here. It can't be here because this can't be a 1. That is a 2. And now this is a 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That is beautiful, and I missed it completely. So now I want to relook at this thermo, because the 2 comes out of here, the 2 comes out of here, the 4 comes out of here. This isn't 5 or 7. The 5 comes out of here. Along this diagonal, I still need to put a 3 in one of those. 1, 2, yeah, because I can't put 3 on the diagonal. This is a 4 or a 6. If this is a 3, why can't that be a 3? Oh, because of the 1, 3 pair. So the 3 is in one of those two. 3, 2, 1, 0. This is the 3. This is a 1 or a 2. 3 cannot be consecutive with 4. 4 can't be on this line anymore. So that is a 4, which means that is a 2. These are now a 6, 8 pair. If this is an 8, that's a 9, and it can't be. That's a 6, that's an 8. That takes 8 out of this corner. 4 in the middle makes this a 5, which makes this a 6. The artisanal. Perfectly named. So these, I want to do 5, 6, and 8. This is 4 or 5. And this has to be higher than 6, and it can't be 7 or 9. This is just an 8. 6 can't be on the same Nabner line with a 5. That's the 8. 8 is in one of those two. Just stunning. 9 is in one of those two by Sudoku. I know I'm all over the place again. Okay, so this line can't have 9. So 9 is down here. So what is this quad? So I need to put 1, 2, 3. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 9. Now I can't put 9 up here. So this is from 1, 2, 3. But if I put 2 on here, the other digit that would be on it would be a 1 or a 3, which would be next to it. So this is 1, 3, and I take 1 and 3 out of here, and this is 2, 5, 7, 9, which is fine. Now, so these are 2, 9, and I'm not the 9 the 9 here means 9's not here. There's no 9 on here. The 9 looks down, making that the 2 and that the 9. How's that for cool? Now, 1 is not there. 1 is not partway along a thermo. So 1 is in one of those two. So now by Sudoku, 1 has to be in one of those three. So it's at the start of the thermo. 2 is not in those. So 2 is in one of those two, which means 2 is in one of those two by Sudoku. This is just cool. Can't put 1 partway along a thermo. Why did I even do that? Because I was looking at the Nabner line, not the thermo. This is 1 or 2, but it's not 1. This is the 2, which puts 2 in one of those two. This is higher than 3. That's not very restricted, except it sees a lot of digits. It sees 4, 5, and 6 are possible, but 7, 8, and 9 are not. And I think I've used most of the constraints now. Oh no, I'm down to Sudoku. So this has a minimum of 4? No. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 or 8. This, therefore, has to be higher than 7 or 8. If this was an 8, this would be a 9. It can't be. That is... I will say it again. Artisanal. This is now an 8 by Sudoku. This is a quadruple, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, and 6. Well, there's no 1 or 3 there. This is a 4 or a 6. There's no 4 or 6 here. This is a 1 or a 3. This cannot be a 1 because it's partway along a thermo. It also can't be a 3. So there's a 4, 6 pair. So I can take 4, 6 out of there. This is a 1, 3 pair. Oh, this is stunning. This is why I am a supporter of artisanal Sudoku. I know I keep saying that, but it is true. This is why I love this stuff. Yeah, I'll get in trouble. So this is why people don't talk to me at parties or even invite me to them. That's not true. I get invited to things like board game parties. This 8 means that's not the 8 and that's the 8. More Sudoku. I can do more Sudoku. All evidence to the contrary. So this 7 takes 7 out of those. 7 isn't in those, so the 7 is in there. That 7 looks down, saying that's not the 7, and that is the 7. These two 7s look up, putting 7 in one of those two. In this box, 7 is not in those. That 7 says 7 is not there. These are not 7s by other things. That is the 7, which means this is not the 7, and this is the 7. Is that all of the 7s? That is not all of the 7s, but once I put a 7 here because of 7s not being able to be there because of rows and in those two because of columns, that is, and then I've taken the pencil mark place of a 2, so if I trust my pencil marks, that is the 2. This is 4, 5, or 6 now. So it's 5 or 6 because it sees a 4 in the column, giving me a 5, 6 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll make that a 9. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is no 4 there. There's no 6 there. That's the 5, so I can take 5 out of both of those. The 6 makes that the 4, which makes that the 6. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 4. This is a 5, 6 pair. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. There's no 5 there. Oh, there's no 6 there. And right, in this row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these are 5 and 9, but there's a 9 right above it. So that's the 5, that's the 9, that makes that the 6 and that the 5. The 6 looks up making that the 5 and that the 6. There is no 6 there. Okay. Next, this row. I'm missing 2 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and 9. There is an 8 right there. That's the 9, and therefore this is the 8. I want to look at this row because it's 1, 2, and 5 that is missing, but there is a 1 in box 3 already. So that's a 2, 5 pair. I can put a 1 in there. The 1 looks down, making that the 3 and that the 1. So the 2, 5 pair is resolved by the 5 that's already in column 9. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 and 9. There's already a 9 in column 9, so I can resolve those. These are a pair. 1, 2, 3 and 8. There is already an 8 in column 3, so that's the 3 and that's the 8. This now must be a 4, 6 for the column. That seems to be correct. These two for the column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, and there's already a 2 in row 6, 3 and 2. Now, row 6 is missing only 3 digits, which are 4, 5, and 6. There seems to be entropy stuff going on here. There is already the 5 here made this a 4. This can't be 4 or 5. This becomes the 6, which jumps all the way back, making that a 4, which makes that the 5. The 4 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 4. Now, in here, these are 2, 4. No, the 5 makes this the 4, and these are 2 and 9, and there's already a 9 in column 7. So 2 and 9. This is now just completely collapsing. These are 1 and 6, and there's already a 6 in row 4, 1 and 6. I'm down to a single box, so I can stop now, right? These are 1 and 2. There's already a 1 in column 8, so that's the 2 and that's the 1. These become 3 and 5, and I'll use the 5 here to make that 3 and that 5, and that is the correct solution to Century. One solver in less than an hour, and this is the link that was provided by James, so I imagine it was tested in Puzzles. I am blessed to be the first person who has solved this. So thank you, James Sinclair. I don't know who James gets to test these or anything or what tools they use. But yeah, first person to solve it in Sudoku Pad. When this comes out, as I said, this is due for release on more than a week after I'm recording this. So, but this was beautiful. I loved the way that those 5 cells being made a quintuple by these cages, and then those had that pressure on those Nabner lines, and then the thermos just resolved everything. Just stunning. And this is the sort of quality you get from almost every puzzle that I've done in Artisanal Sudoku. It is scary how often I'm chatting to people in the Sudoku community, and it's like, you should do this puzzle from an Artisanal Sudoku. It's like, I can't. This is paid content, and it's like, I've done the puzzle. It's gorgeous, but I can't release a video on it. But oh my lord, the puzzles are amazing. That just so good. If I had more time in my day, I would just... yeah, if I wish I had enough time to just do more Artisanal Sudoku. I haven't done all of the puzzles because that's just too much time. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you very much, James Sinclair, for everything you do for the community. Artisanal Sudoku is just a treasure. And thank you everyone for watching. And please remember, like and subscribe. If you want to find out news about what's going on in the Sudoku community, I do have a free Patreon. Mine is free because I don't really, the content I get is the release is normally created by other people, and I don't sell other people's content. But I try and put out things like important news and everything like that when people tell me about it. I do try and do that, and I'm trying to work on some other things as well there. So it's free to sign up to my Patreon. You can contribute to me as a Patreon, but it's not required. I've released very little content behind the paywall, and if I do release anything there, it's either a preview or something that is not a puzzle. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.